Alright, so it looks like I got the multi-stream ready. It seems to be running. So I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. You should check out my YouTube channel as Steadofire and my Twitch channel at Steadofire, same thing. And in this session, I think it's going to be pretty simple. We're doing the same thing to the other cranes as we already did to the blue crane. So you can see this tower has numbers on this row, and those correspond with unbuilt mountain pieces, and then these bridges correspond with the built mountain pieces. And then there's a copy of the crane stored over here of each type. So as we go through, I'm going to run a simulated version. So you can see this match is, I'm just going to do some interesting or easy stuff, but this already has all the bridge pieces built up because I was testing this earlier, and in this mode where it's doing all the team tests, if I click this button it'll reset that line, shoot, all the way down, and that has the numbers on it. And when I actually build a completed mountain out of true environment stuff, then it will look untouched, and those will be the pieces that will be untouched. They're actually the same dimensions as the crane itself, so those cells hold the right sizes, and it'll copy in the crane and swap that out with either the built portion or the untouched portion. So if we go to the control panel, that just gives me all of the resources, but it allows me to test them out. Ooh, I'm seeing just check the streaming monitor and there's a bit of latency, but now I can press this button and it should move us forward. Yep. And you can see that this bridge piece has been added. So in order to get your crane to the top, you might have to run up there and or run down back to the teleporters to collect the resources you need to go press that button, because the button itself is going to move closer to the tower and it's on top of the mountain. So one strategy might be to collect as much resource as you can to get 100 on every type, because then you can just go up and click the button 10 times, at which point you win. Ooh, sorry. But another style might be to go collect enough resources for 3 advancements in level, which puts you into an interlude, which means you can steal other people's resources. And if you were the team that made it up to that interlude, you presumably won't have any left to lose, and so you can just take more of everybody else's, at which point everybody will be sent back, and then you can go collect enough for 7. But if you're really confident, you can collect enough that you can that you won't have to run back up the mountain or down. You can just blitz those and then hold on to it as you are fighting in the interlude. So those are some options. This is 2. Oh yeah, I'm switching on this side now. And so again, this stair piece has been added in order to help us still get here. And when we go to 3, it starts the interlude. So we're in the PvP arena. It's really simple. All of these will be built out more eventually. but I'm focusing on the mechanics first. And so you can fight. I gave defense and also counterattacks, so there's a hallway through the edge here, and if you come crouch and hide in here, you have a good corner hiding spot, but if you come up here, you are a bit exposed, but you can also attack from above, which is, I think, useful, a good counterattack. But the center has a drop pit, and all the colors are the same. So you see it added this other one. I still don't know why there's two. There should only be one. Down here. Either way. It added an extra staircase so you can get back up to here. 6, 4, 5, 6. And you can see it spawns the path all the way up. So you have, and I custom built this, and I'll have to make a new one for each of them. And that would be a point of balance that I'll have to get some consultation on. Oh hey, Atroxid is in chat. And either way, that's a point of balance. So I want each pathway to be approximately the same length. So each team has the same chance to get from their crane to the teleporters. Then another interlude gets spawned at level 7. So again, this stack is those bridge pieces, so they're broken up into each level and can be spawned in sequence. But then once you at level 7 have another chance to fight and gain other players' resources and siphon them from the other teams, which I think I have gotten working consistently. I still need to do more playtesting. And same for this time remaining. It's actually just a scoreboard. Players list. So it is not countdown. It's interlude, and it's timer interlude tick, and timer interlude max. If I change the max score, then it will just automatically, each time an interlude starts, it'll start at that time instead. So it's easy to change. I made it modifiable like that. So we have 8 and 9, and one more, and you win. But you can see this whole path gets compiled from those pieces. So you have to actually ascend the mountain in order to get to your button, and descend your mountain in order to have the button worth something. So Atroxid, if any of you watch this stream later, is the one who made my what's it called, profile picture. I was in a Discord chat with him somewhere, and I made my own symbol, and then he just showed up and made it even better, which is super cool. So at level 9, I have 10 of each resource you see on the sidebar, and that you win by getting to level 10, and then it teleports everybody back here. Maybe I will have it teleport everybody to a place, where is it? On top of the prism, so you can look down at the mountain and see how far everybody got. And I have the team progress on the side stay and not change or reset, so you can see how far everybody got in which team, because it shows the players of the teams also. So I might have it so it remembers how much of each resource you got, so you can look back and see who did what. I like statistics at the end of games, so That's an option. And so yeah, in this stream I'm going to work on the red advancement. And oops. So it's these stairs. Each one is a build track test, and it runs certain commands if the progress variable is between a certain value. So if the progress is different than the time before, then it goes up here. If it's greater than or equal to 2, then it goes up here. But if it wasn't, that means it was from 0 to 1. Okay, I'll adjust that. How's that? I cut it down a little bit. So up here, and so this line right here is red crane from position 0 to 1. And you can see the blue line is longer, or bigger than all the others, because I actually put in the cloning and teleporting logic in. And it needs to be done for individually for every single layer, because they each have their own pieces and locations. So it is going to be just as simple as copying over these and then changing some values though. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to build the road pieces in each of this column. And then I think, yeah, I'm gonna clone this over right now because it'll allow me to recolor them and still see that it replaces it correctly with the numbers. So let's teleport me 200, that sounds good. So 10 is this one. And then I'm going to clone it all the way down here at 0 level of the next one, which is the red color. Let's see if there's enough. Too many. Let's switch that to 128. Half of it. There we go. Goes up to 5. So that actually is a for loop. Well, kind of. So that is an if-else chain. Where is it? It's down there. It's in the distance. And in order for me to know exactly which value it's on, then I have to do that if-else chain. If I only had to test for one, I could just do an if statement. But I have to test for all of them in order, because it goes through progress. I am using a public variable. That is the team progress. That's actually on the scoreboard on the right. But in order to do logic individual for each level, I have to chain them together and reference that. Once I finish color coding those, I'll actually do one and you'll be able to see. So let's see if I can do this in one fell swoop. I'm going to do a fill command and use it to replace. Oops, this one. Fill it with red concrete, replace blue concrete. Ah, and then the color's different. So that is the unbuilt portion, and I should probably do that for the other ones. But I'll keep it and just do it in whole chunk. So So I'm not actually going to modify and copy over these because it's going to be individual to... Oh yeah, and red is not facing the same way as blue. So these bricks are not accurate. It should be over here a little bit more. So you see, the footprint is rotated. The crane points out east for the blue one and then south for the red one. And so it makes a different size rectangle. Well, it's not different size, but it's rotated. So it is 9 by 14 by 14 instead of 14 by 14 by 9. So set block 9 by 14 by 14 bricks. So yeah, that's up there instead of up there, like this one is. That's more there. Oh, this is more, not there, but there. And I'm going to do that for all of them so I have a reference point. Wait a minute. It's not supposed to be 14 up, it's supposed to be 13 because I'm actually standing on top of the block that it's referencing. So not this one. Not that one. I still don't have world edit, so I'm sure there's some way to do this systematically instead of like with text instead of running around, but that works out for me because world edit has some crazy commands where you can do things iteratively. So I think I also want to do that, yeah, on this one. Let's teleport me back up. So I actually have a working prototype. How close I am to finish this is playable. And this is my senior project for university. I'm graduating with a computer science degree, and I got approved to use this for the actual senior project class because this is a demonstration of programming potential, and this just happens to use a strange language, which is Minecraft scripting. And in the way of features, I think all of the features are in. And so you can play all of the minigames. You can advance your crane, even though blue is the only one that actually does anything with that. You can win. The interludes work, where you can fight and you can get kills and siphon resources from that team to your team, so you can get ahead. And it's a fairly simple competitive map, and I wanted it to be that way, so I would have a chance to finish it. I don't want any scope creep. I want to keep it simple enough to show the potential but still be fun to play. And this is super bare bones. One of the last steps I'm going to do is actually build an environment. And oh yeah, I still have one more thing to do for the metal minigame. I want to make monster spawners, but I think that actually might... I don't know if I need any logic for that. I can just put a spawner down. That may work. But what was I doing? Did I finish these bricks? Yeah. What was I doing? I think it's ready for me to actually try. I have to run a restart. There we go, and join the red team. So, oh, dang. I might change it so that lightning only runs when you're in the area, because you can hear it from everywhere. I am running this on my local machine, and I have opened it to LAN to do some testing. My Twitch account has some saved past streams if you want to go look at some of the fun and crazy shenanigans we've undertaken. The last stream, in fact, we absolutely destroyed the entire place because I haven't. Oh yeah, I still need to give the players, put them in inventor mode and give them, not inscribed, attributes on their tools so they can still interact with the environment, but not fully. Because that's what we did. We absolutely wrecked all of the walls and the floors and that entire starting area and each other's cranes, and we took away the buttons and pressure plates. The stream ended up being split into two because we lost internet halfway through once, but it's fun. I can run it on the server, but I haven't been because I'm the only one on this project. If this was a collaborative project, then I probably would be hosting it somewhere pretty permanently and then port forwarding it all over the place. Turn that on. Yeah, so the way I'm doing this movement of the cranes is with area effect clouds that have special tags. So actually I'm going to data get this guy. Area effect cloud type, distance up to 5, limit 1. So this is this guy that I'm looking at right here, and he has a tag of crane red location 0. And you can see if I go over here, this guy is crane blue location 1, and then this guy is crane blue location 0, and then this guy is crane blue location, no, just crane blue. Yeah, that guy's just crane blue. Actually, I can show it. Yep, crane blue tag. And that is where the players get teleported to, and so I actually move this guy relative to each location. And all I have to do in order to make a new map is move these, and I'll just need to change the environment around them, but everything is done relative to these entities, so I can easily set it up. That guy's 1. If I do a summon command, an area effect called yes. Looking at block 19. So yes, I won't do it there. 25. And my NBT duration is 20 billion. So that's like a couple decades that it'll last. Because area effect clouds automatically destroy themselves. And tags. This is crane red location 1. Yep, there it is. You can see it in there. And so this guy will automatically be teleported or recloned when I press the button. And I should be able to easily go to each of these new ones and just copy this. So, potions. the lingering potions, these guys, lingering potion of leaping, you can brew them by using dragon breath. You get an empty glass bottle, and when the dragon in the end blows the dragon breath, you go right click on it and you can harvest the dragon breath and make these potions where you throw them and it leaves a lingering potion. So when you walk in it, now I have jump boost, and this thing shrinks over time, and it shrinks if you use some of it. So this is what I'm using because it doesn't have a solid hitbox and you can't punch it to kill it. And so those just have a radius of 0. But I'm using this in another location in the battery spot. And so you'll see this guy will, yep, see he's gone, he killed himself. And I'm using it with another particle and summoning it around where the lightning will strike, so you'll have a warning so you can get out of their way because it does hurt you. And they're very useful. You might have seen Seth Bling use armor stands as an entity that you can relatively do things with. Well, area effect clouds don't show up when you're in spectator mode. I have hitboxes on, but these guys have no model. They're just not here. If I had an invisible armor stand, it would still show up if I was in spectator. So let's keep going. So this part isn't too interesting to watch, but it's cool, the logic that I built in, that it will do things wherever I put it. So at one point I was working on the blue line and I found that where I was referencing it was putting it too close to the prism, to the center. And so it would be like inside the mountain if I actually had a mountain. But all I had to do was write a command that runs a teleport command on this entity. And so I just went to each of them and ran that teleport command, and it scooted them all like 5 blocks out that way. So it was just better positioned. And it was super easy to change. And I always write programs with expandability and stuff like that in mind, but I have problems when it's a small project and all of that does is add time. But with this one, I actually got to use that flexibility and make changes. So you notice this one right here is the 10th spot, and currently I'm not actually using the 10th spot because once you reach level 10 you win, and so it teleports everybody back. But this is very close to the prism, and this is where the origin gets cloned to. So you can see the 3 axes in the center, red, blue, and green. That's the X, Z, and Y axes respectively. And it will start at this and expand in the positive direction. So this crane, which has its origin set to this position, will get pushed out 15 blocks this way, and 9 blocks this way, and 15 blocks up. And this is, I mean, I just roughly mapped them out a couple weeks ago where the levels might be, but this will go 15 blocks that way, which is like halfway into the whole prisms. And so this I'll probably move out further away from the mountain, just like I did with the blue ones. But, oh yeah, and I should probably do that now before I build the connector pieces. And in general, what I want to do is have the next location's origin inside of the current bounding box, denoted in the top corner by that piece. Because the crane gets directly replaced with the same size with the builder piece. And if it doesn't connect, I can't actually put anything there. It'll have a gap in between these two locations, and I just can't build anything there because that's outside of the bounding box. So I'm definitely going to have to move this one back. I think the vertical is okay. I'll just have to teleport this. You could probably go through a blanket number and just move them back, because the shape seems alright. But something like, let's open this. One, two, three, four, 5. Yeah, 5 seems good. So I can teleport an entity, type equals area, up to 5, distance equals up to 5, limit equals 1. Let's actually execute as that guy, at that guy. Run teleport self x, y, z minus 5. And let's do sort nearest so it doesn't grab any other ones. So that moved this guy out this direction 5 blocks, but it must be a bug in Minecraft, but it doesn't update this one, the box, the hitbox, until I leave out of range of its render and then come back. That wasn't far enough. So once that, wait, the blue line is gone. Dang it, it's borked. I'm fairly certain that it got moved. So we went more out of range, and now it's still there. Well, 0.5, 19, 132. Okay, so yeah, 132, 7, 8, 19. It should be directly at my feet. And it says that it moved it to that location. I don't know why it renders it over there still. It's strange. But yeah, I'll go through and move all of them. And I'm not going to bother deleting these markers because they will get overridden with clone. Actually, I did try that before. So you notice all of these, it's saying it successfully moves them, but if I do F3A, which is chunk reloads, it still doesn't work. It must be just a built-in bug. It's a good suggestion though. That's one of the first things I tried. So now, when I get the resources, yes, reloading the actual save does work, but if I use it, then it's still accurate, and so like I can teleport to it, and it'll still teleport me to that location instead of that location. And so, meh. I have workarounds for it. I need resources. I currently have 0. And here's my cheaty command board. Oops. So this should... Oh wait, I didn't actually put any of the watch again. Now I can explain it now. So, if it knows that it is definitively 1, it's not less than 1, it's not greater than 1, and you made progress from 0 to 1. Then this sets everybody. Players operation previous progress blue. Oh, it resets the variable so I can figure out if it has progress at all. The way it updates it on the players is this one. This runs, yeah, for every player in that team, it sets their personal scoreboard to that, so it shows it up at the top in this tab menu, and then it'll also show it at the very end. But that just updates that, and that's already on all of them. But clone built 0, which is that first one with the first path, and then it clones the crane to position 1, and so it overrode the crane, and so the crane currently does not exist. Then it clones the crane, which is just a master copy, to location 1, which is the entity at location 1. And then it moves the crane player teleporter relative to the new location. And then it teleports all of the players that were in the crane to that new location. So you move with it. And it only does the players in that region. And so if you're collecting resources, it doesn't teleport you out there. So I can hold my control key, which I rebound crouch to control, but if you hold control, you can select block, and you can see it's got plus MDT, and so it's holding that command. And I want a normal sign, because these are going to change, but then this I want. Oh wait, that's not going to be right. And then this one is. So I can just put this. This currently has a say command, so break that. Place, place, place. That will get the sign teleport in red. Oh boy. Well, good night. It is getting kind of late here. I live on West Coast, United States. So, anytime I'm streaming at night, like nobody else is going to be here. So I have been trying to stream earlier if that's a problem and you want to show up later. But in any case, I'll see you next time. Thanks for the profile picture still. It looks amazing. I'm really happy that your skill is good enough to use. Farewell, soldier. Ooh, actually, I can copy these ones. No. Thanks for stopping by, man. Red. And it needs to be this position. So this needs to be the new crane. If you're up for commission, I'll point people your way. actually 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this should work. I can move this guy up. Dang it. I'm on the red team. I think that guy's called the right thing. Where's my data get command? This one. That is green, red, location 0. Oh, you can see it moved all these guys now. I don't know why, but they show up. Let's see what's happening there. That didn't work. Oh. Red team. That's pretty important. But apart from that, I can now build this one. Oh wait. Did I switch the other ones also? If I did not, it won't work. Red. These need to be lined up. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, sweet. See, that proves that that guy did move. I'm gonna check the YouTube chat, see if anybody put in there, because that doesn't show up in my overlay. Oh, hey. I see a Thomas in chat. So I'm using an add-on, or no? I'm using Restream.io to stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So I'm actually streaming to them, and they're streaming to Twitch and YouTube. So my overlay is just tied to Twitch, and they have an extra that I could download and use, and I might end up doing that. I need to erase this part.
There we go. So this is how I'm putting together the new piece, and I'll just do that as it's going up. So that one should clone in. Ooh, and I'll need to make another one of these. This is the reset for the unbuilt parts. Let's build this next out. Isn't it 4? 1, 2. Did I skip one? I need this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. This is clone built 1, and this is clone crane 2. And then teleport. Okay. So I'm gonna get out my calculator because I'm not gonna run back and forth every time. Okay. Because those are 28 blocks in between those little chunks, so I can build the crane taller if I ever needed to. But currently the chunk footprint, like the horizontal footprint, is still the 14 by 9. If I needed to change it, I could. So clone built is gonna put it at 1, but then these Y levels need to be adjusted. So this one will be 28. No, 23, not 8. And that one is 37. And then this one will actually be the same, but I update that because the red crane doesn't move. So it's teleporting to location 2. And then this one is teleporting red team from location 1. And that should be it. So I can now go to the next one and then repeat this. Yeah. So now, it's that direction. So actually that's okay. I'll put stairs here. One more. So now I can clone this. To here. And then put that in this spot. And there's no crane because that went right to the edge. And now let's put in the next one, which is position 3. And so it's going to be clone built 2, clone crane 3. Oh, that's true. Maybe I should just put all of these in. I could use the clone. I can use the clone tool to do this. I didn't need to do it by hand. I'll do that in the next line when I do yellow. Okay. So this is built to. So yeah, copy this. And built 2 needs to go up by 23. So this is 46. This is 60. And it is built 2. Yep. Then that one stays, and this one goes up to 3. This one goes up to 3. This one goes up to 2. Nice. So I'm going to copy this again. This clone build 3. And clone crane 4. (46 plus 23, 69, nice. 60 plus 23 is 83, and that's location 3. That didn't change. This goes up to 4. This goes up to 4. This goes up to 3. Built 5, 4. Yeah, and then clone crane 5. Hey, my music is gone. Come back. Built 4. It's built 3 plus some. (92) 6, that's built 4. This is 5, 2 number 9s. This is also 5, and this one is 4. This is clone built 5. Clone 6. 92, 106. Wait. Haha, 115. 106 plus 23. That's 5. And that's
Whoops. Build 6. Clone 7. One 38. And then build 5 is 1. Is 52. That's 6. This one is 7. Yeah. 7. 6. Crane build 7 is next. Dang it. Clone crane 8. Clone built 7. 7. 161. And built 152. Is 5. So, 1 crane 8. Telefoot. And this guy is 7. Okay, clone built 8. And crane 9. Eight. 9. Yeah. 8. Oh. Oops. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's okay. So that. Yeah, I didn't do anything in level 10. Because that's the win condition anyway. Might change that. It's an option here. This is overflow, yeah. Guessing in the sky. I like this song. So that should work all the way. Let's test it and build the new spots. So this is 2. 3 should start the interlude. But it did successfully move it. So it's from here up there. So the staircase can go up that way. And yeah, it'll fit on the side. So I actually want to go to the center. Oh, that caught me off guard. That's good. Good. Oh, what? There. Oh, that's way too close. Far. Yeah, from there to there. I want this guy to be closer. That is -4 inside. No, X. 56, 152. Good. It's in that spot now. So I should be able to build up till there. Oh, did I not count as close enough? Is that what happened? To that. Yeah, I might not have been close enough to that. That's why I did teleport. Music video to this is really cool. You should check out the Fat Rat. It's called The Storm. This one is also too far that direction. Let's move it over. Ooh. So that should be in that spot now, which means I can build to this location.
Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, and when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun.
Nice. Now it stays.
Close to the sun. Here's to the ones who let shine through the rain, the ones who stood for something more, who won't forget your names.
Whoops, I forgot to find the other one here.
Said it back, said it said.
Or I did it in the wrong spot, that might be worse.
We so we'll take 'em to
Nope,
the
I
grave.
just forgot.
So when I'm gone,
I think. This should be, yeah, 4. So we want to be 4.
I'll be right there,
So I forgot
close to
the third spot.
keep holding on, keep holding on. And I'll
It's a 0. 1, 2, 3. It's 1.
close to the sun.
I never even put stairs on. Yeah, that's gonna move it forward there. Got too close. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Okay. Okay, but it can't go further than that. This, oh wait, that. This one might intersect with that. I will see. I will actually let it. So this can go from there to, it's in the middle of that. Where are they? X9, Y13, 7, 14. Oh, it's up there. Let's do stairs up, and then stairs up. Was it right there? Yeah. Oh wait. Oh no. And that one doesn't get added because it doesn't fit. Yeah, that's okay. And that is number 5. Okay. Yep. Good, that still works. Should be fairly simple. Oh wait, oh, I have to go around that way. Again, it's getting pretty close. Maybe I should move this back. Or this one. Back one. And this one. Also back one? Whoa. Oh no. $17.54. 33. Okay, so it got moved. Okay. Oh, what is this song?
Oh hey, who's that? Heyo! Corrupted ghost. I got a ghost following me. Score. I am building a competitive map. It's team-based, and these cranes, the objective is to get the cranes to the top to collect the prism. And I have all the logic in place, I just have to actually build a path so the crane gets up there. And I've already done the blue one. I'm not using the blue, and so they're all the unbuilt portions, and I'm doing the red. Next will be yellow and then gray. It is a playable prototype though, so that's fun. I have played around with it with some playtester friends. It's great. What you doing? Nothing? Well, thanks for stopping by the stream. How did you find this channel? I am the lucky winner. How did I get randomly picked though? Did I actually get recommended? That's kind of cool. Good, 7 to 8 works. Oh, I was closed your eyes and tipped the screen. We meant tapped. That makes more sense. Because if Twitch had a feature where you could just like turn your screen and it'll go a random spot, that would be kind of interesting. So I was on the recommended on your Twitch homepage then, I would guess. That's cool. Welcome. Oh, that's pretty simple. So this project is a map that I'm building for university. I'm graduating with a computer science degree, and I have to take a senior project class. Oh yeah, I love this. I like the Fat Rat in his project, the Arcadium. Yeah, and another one. What's it? Argo Fox. That's another resource that I like his music, so I've been using it, and it's royalty free, so good stuff. Oh, you want to do computer science at university. So I should be graduating this semester, and I'm taking... Oh. Am I playing? I'm playing two songs, oops. Okay. So this is my senior project. It demonstrates programming, and it's also fun. It's something that's streamable. Okay, 8 to 9 works. And yep. So, ooh, 7th grade. Hang in there. I've heard that. I mean, I did all right, but that's a time where, oh boy, you're changing. And there's cliques at school sometimes. But yeah. Oh, caps lock. So, if you want to learn programming, there's actually not much stopping you. If you already have a device that can run stuff, if you're watching this, I said you tapped on the screen, so you're probably on mobile of some sort. But you can actually use a ton of online resources that'll help you learn how to program. And some of the first, okay, good, you have a PC, but some of the first classes that you take at university are just to teach you how to think like a programmer. And if you are already got some experience, oh, it ate into that a lot. Yeah, I can move that back. How many blocks is that? 3? Okay, good. JavaScript is web-based programming is actually really useful. It's a lot of people want that. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll just move back 2. But just learning how to think like a programmer and practicing that is one of the most important things you can do as a student. So yeah. Oh sweet, at like a trade college or something? Or a business? Nice. This is Paradise. So another thing I would suggest, if it's interesting to you, there are a ton of other creators on YouTube that, oh, that's cool. So when you program, you can actually get something to put in your room. But there are a ton of creators on YouTube that do devlogs. And so after like a week or so of programming, and a lot of them are doing games that have really cool premises, but they do a little recap and have a cool video. I'm gonna put some of them in chat because I really like those guys. Thoughtquake, that's one of them. Thoughtquake. Oh, I wish Asdajuki would make more Minecraft videos. So this is one guy you should check out on YouTube if you want devlogs. A lot of times, all you need is text, and that's something most computers can run. There are a ton of text-based games that are really fun, and they teach you, if you want to make one, they teach you the basic premises that you'll need for whatever language you're using. I actually used JavaScript and HTML to make a web-based cell game. Like, it has a map with a grid. That was for one of my classes too. That was fun. I'm just scrolling through my YouTube subscription list. He was the only one that I remembered and I couldn't find any. But yeah, check out that guy. Okay, so that's at level 9. Did I already clone? No, I did not. This one. Did I? Yeah, if you're in 7th grade, that you still gotta graduate high school and then go to take a... So I'm getting a bachelor's degree in computer science, and usually that's enough because you've learned the basics, and that's what I would suggest. Does not look like I've done this one yet. Okay. If you want to become a professor, then it's necessary, yeah, to get a master's degree, I think. But if you just want to be a programmer, a 4-year degree is enough. What? This is playing the same song. Hold on, let me start my playlist over. Oh, yeah. If you have a way to... If you have a programming background and you just want to do anything with computers, like digital animation is a good example, then it gives you the tools to program other tools, and that's a really cool skill. But at the university I attend, there are, yeah, computer generated imagery. That's a good one. Do you follow Corridor Digital? They're good visual effects artists. But at the university I attend, the building that houses all of the programming classes also houses a lot of design classes, and so I see all sorts of their projects and they're pretty cool. Okay, so this, yep, winner, and then yeah, you can see the whole path. Oh, that's a lot smoother than the blue one ended up being. I want to run a tournament of this semester, and I think, yeah, I will. I'm working with Pathway Studios. I haven't actually signed up yet, but it looks like the way they do it is pretty open. To get it on the Minecraft Marketplace, which would be really cool, because I would be able to earn a little bit of revenue from it, and it would be done in a way that if Mojang wanted to put it on the Realms, list, they could do that easy, and oh yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna put this on Minecraft forums as just a Java map. I might do some optimizations because this mess of command blocks is a little bit laggy at times. And I'm definitely going to do more streams playtesting it if you want to stop by again. It's likely going to be approximately the same time. Okay, so what I need to do now is this line right here. So I have a blue mountain reset, but I don't have a red one yet. I do have a couple of other maps. If you want to look me up on the Minecraft forum, same username, Steadofire, has multiple maps that I've already put up. One of them, the biggest one I've done so far, is a CTM map. I think I released it in 2014, and it has 4 objectives. 5, 4-ish. And I have been working on for like 2 years a bigger map that, how many is that? It's kind of a blend between Complete the Monument and Adventure, so it's got a plot. I guess it would be classified as an adventure map, but it's a lot longer. I think I'm like 80% done with that, and that will be released hopefully in the summer. Sweet. Cleaning your room. It's a good thing to do while watching streams, I find, because a lot of them are passive or like the just chatting. This one. And so the streamers are just talking and you can participate in chat. This is the one I'm looking at. So this line replaces all of those different locations with the untouched version, so you can play it again without reloading the map. Yeah, red location. So they're 23 blocks apart vertically. So I'm gonna get out my calculator so I can actually do them by calculating. Oh, clone command clones blocks from a location to a location, and you can specify how many. 50. No, 60. No. It's 60, yeah. Oh, I'm actually not an affiliate on Twitch. I haven't gotten enough viewers consistently, and so I don't have a subscription, but I do have a link if you... I have a Ko-Fi account, I think it is. Ko-Fi, yeah.
if you wanted to buy me a drink, that's how I would do it. And I think I do have a Patreon also. For 6. Yeah. Oops. 9, 6. Nice. And 83. And 2. 9. 6. 6. And it's 4. Seven. Eight. Aw, sweet. And yeah, I do have a... I'm simultaneously streaming right now on YouTube also. Sweet. Nine, 7, 9, 0, 2, 20. I think that's fine actually. Shaders, I'm not using them. Wait a minute. What did I miss? 198 plus 30. Wait, yeah, that's right. Yeah, hype. Shancy. Are you subscribed to them? I know you get some emotes from subscribing to creators. I don't know if that one's built in though. Yeah, that's it. Number 9. Oh yeah, I have been following a couple creators. Do I have channel points? I don't actually know. I didn't set them up. Oh man, no channel points. That must come from affiliate. Yep, it'll come eventually if I keep streaming. It would be cool. You're cool. Okay, let's see if this works. So when I push this button, it should clear all of those out. Oh yeah. Oh man. So actually I want to go look at them. This song is, yeah, from Breath of the Wild. It's an overclocked remix. OC Remix is a good free music on all over the place too. I've used them in a lot of videos. In their video game music community, that's their subtitle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 7, 8, 9. And yeah, it ate a little bit of this. I don't know if I should scoot it back again. Probably could scoot 8 and 9 back. 1. Yeah, I got Breath of the Wild on my Switch.
I think I got both DLCs. I don't think I paid for them. I might have used the pre-order, and so I got them somehow at least. Yeah, I'm gonna change teams and then rebuild some of these. So I don't remember how far I got in the expansions. These? What is this? Why are they way over there? Is it cloning weird? Uh-oh, maybe it... I didn't do the calculations right. Yeah, this 9 should be down here. So the reset did something weird. Uh-oh. Okay, let's switch to red team. Yeah, make sure you're safe, man. So yeah, that 1. No, that's in the right spot. 2 is in the right. 3, 4, 5. 5 is way too high up. I must have did the calculation wrong. Oops. That is cute. So I think I'm actually going to finish after I save a backup of this guy once I get the red line working. Because it is kind of late, and I'm not at home. I'm at the university. They have better internet than I do. So 4 is good, but 5 is not. D2 106. 5, yeah. 92. Yeah, all of them are different after that. Oops. Yeah, you can actually hover over them and it'll show you their, but AWH. I can't actually use it because I don't have it unlocked, but that's how you would do it. Okay, so 4 is good. This needs to be 115. A and B. I think I've heard of that streamer. Oh yeah, you use channel points to do the modifications, right? $207. Yeah, so it looks like I got 10 blocks off somehow. I must have just added or forgot to add one when I was doing it manually. It's 198. 221. Ooh, I can do that too. Oh yeah. So the ones that I have unlocked. Oh yeah, they had a Valentine's Day batch. I don't know. I thought I had some from Sliced Lime. Well, they're not showing up at least. Oops. I think that one is basic, so you don't actually have to unlock it, it's automatic. So it's good. Another interlude. Good. I haven't played Skylanders. I never actually got anything from the... I think it counts as a phase, the Toys to Life. That era. I thought I moved it back. I want to move this one and that one. This one and that one back one. Brain slug. Okay, well this should be a win. Okay. And restart. And I want to see it copy again. Nice. Oh, I missed the crane. That's good. That means I successfully moved it. Does it still work when you hook it to your console? Like, do they still have support for like online stuff? Nice. Oh, I never pressed the button. Ah! Oh, I never set myself to red team either, so it didn't teleport me. Okay, I think the problem was... Whoa! You can use those amiibo to like give you items, right? Yeah, and they're not amiibo themselves. Wait, no, they are. They're just not like with the pictures. Or they have pictures, they're not the models. You could probably... I wonder if somebody's done that. You could probably get the card and cut out the chip and embed it in a 3D printed amiibo. You could totally do that. I love the 3D printing community. Aha. Oh yeah, it's just a big box. Yes. Sweet. So it says they're not official amiibo, but did you confirm that they should work? Oh, yeah. I didn't read your comment before that. Cool. And it's just like their own custom art. That's cool. What was that? 9, 8, 7. Yep, move them over. That one's 8. Oh, that's cool. Infinite light ammo. One amiibo that I have seriously considered getting, I still haven't, but it'd probably be at the top of my list, is... Oh, right, this one is 8 because at level 9, that's where the crane stops. Sorry, an amiibo that I would get, maybe in a pair, but wedding costume Bowser and Mario from Super Mario Odyssey, those look really good. I love white clothes. They just feel so fancy. Okay, now I'm gonna reset again. Oh wait, I'll do the win condition. Nice. Oh, it was like the Drake meme with, was it Legend of Zelda? Like, was it Link cooking stuff? Or just tea in general? What was I doing? Okay, red tea. Okay, didn't need to do that. I just want to look at these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 10 would be here, which would go in it, but I'm not using the 10th spot yet. I love memes. Shut down. I have enough time. I'm gonna save a backup, but then I can show you some of those mini games if you want. Girlfriends. I think dads are proud of their sons if they get a girlfriend, or any child, but because it's a progression of the generation, so I think they are proud of it. So, if you want to get into programming, I would suggest learning Git. Made a song about it. Learn Git. It's one of the most popular forms of version control, where you can save backups, but it doesn't use a whole lot of hard drive space. And it can be used for any file, so it's really useful. Yeah, so I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and the best way that I've seen other people do it is using restream.io, and you stream to them, and then they stream to both Twitch and YouTube, or whatever streaming service you want. You can just have a whole bunch, and then you still only stream to them, and then they re-stream it to everywhere else. And that does introduce latency because it's adding a whole other player in the game, like pit stop for your data. So I stream to their servers, they stream to the Twitch servers, and the Twitch servers stream to you, instead of just me to Twitch to you. Okay, I'm going to play through, and then you can see kind of how it works. Okay, I'm going to be on red team because that's the most recent. So, there's 3 different resources that you need to collect in order to advance your crane up the mountain. Battery, metal, and catalyst. I did the metal first, so let's go to that one. You simply go to the metal and mine it.
and it adds it. You see it's already adding on the side, and it randomly repopulates those locations that were marked by the entities, so the metal comes back. Yeah, that's fair enough. I've actually had to do something today because I prefer to stay anonymous online as well. Like, I'm separating my real life with the internet as much as I can, because privacy is hard on the internet. So I get you. So now I have 102 metal, and that's enough to go all the way to the top, so I don't need any more. That's the one mini game that I'm going to change. I'm going to actually make this where you have to go hunt down the metal and then also fight monsters, so it's going to be harder. The battery is next. So this is the battery fields. You can see the particles that show up using... Do it again. So when I show the hitboxes... Oh yeah, I put them in the ground, so it doesn't quite show up, but this is using the area effect. And it's just using a different particle for the same thing. And so it's really useful in telling the player where it's going to strike. But you get battery by mining these charged batteries. And if you haven't looked in the new Minecraft updates, they actually have Soulfire from the Nether, and I'm going to use these lanterns and make them Soulfire lanterns instead of these redstone blocks. A hacker as a job. So the university that I'm in actually has cybersecurity as one of the vocations, and so that's definitely an option. Keep looking at stuff. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised if there are new jobs by the time you get to college. So just keep looking out. Oh, okay, got it. Oh, yep, so you damaged me. So I'm gonna have all of these as one of the final things I do. An interesting actual area. Just subbed on YouTube? Awesome. So the environment is going to be multi-layered. Ouch, I need some food. And one of the things that I learned in one of the playtesting sessions is the teams are going to be aggressive to each other because they want the resources themselves and they want to win. And that means if there is any interaction between team members in any of the resource gathering locations, then it's going to cause conflict. Oh. So in all of these, if there was a time where you could punch or hurt another player, we would always take it. Oh, I have enough. Awesome, thanks. That's really nice. So I have enough metal. The catalyst is next. You need to get all the ingredients by jumping. But then you get a recipe, which is randomly generated with the catalyst ingredients that you need. This one needs rabbit's foot, glowstone dust, fermented spider eye. That was actually really fun to program. And then you go to any of these brewing stations, put that in. This one needs rabbit's foot, glowstone dust, so it eats that. Glowstone dust and fermented spider eye. And then once I take this, it didn't work. Glowstone dust? No. Rabbit's foot? No. It's not working. Well, that's a problem. Where is that? Pay catalyst. Yeah. So clear red. Finish true. Oh. Counter 0. That's what it's supposed to be. Well, I never fixed that. There we go. Yeah, now I have 3. Well, I need to do that in all of them now. I'll probably save another backup after this too. Counter. Clear gray. Counter. And then the pay works just fine. Well, that was good that I checked that. Catalyst. Then I need this. Magma cream. Glowstone dust. Fermented spider. Rabbit's foot. Glowstone dust. Gas tier. And then this one was another one that was hard to get anything done because it requires you to keep your focus in a specific spot and not move. And if you're so close to the teleport location that they can just come and whack you and interrupt you, or like steal your catalyst, it made it really hard. And so building the environments in a way that makes it easier to defend, then it should be a better game overall. A popper, like the plastic thing that you turn inside out. Sweet. Dragon's breath, another wart. And spider eye. Oops. Gas here, sugar. Yep, rabbit's foot, another wart, gas check. So I'm not even halfway. This one takes a lot longer than all the other ones because of the concentration it needs. So I'm gonna have to balance it. Oh, it didn't put it in there. Oh. Anyway, you get the picture. Now I am halfway, and I would have to do that amount again. So then you can go advance to the first team to get to level 3 starts an interlude for right now 1200 ticks, which is divided by 2, that's like 60 seconds. Yeah, that's just 1 minute. And then you can combat, and anyone who gets a kill steals some of that team's resources. So there's some strategy involved and teamwork. A sword that makes you run faster is actually easy with attributes. That's one of the things I'm going to be doing soon. It seems like the traveling cranes takes 1 stream each time, so that would be in about 3 stream days. But attributes is what you need, and you can do it in-game if you understand the edit functions. So that is an entity, and if use the data command, I can get entity type equals item, distance 5, limit 1, sort nearest, and that'll tell me the data in the item. And you can actually modify that with that same data command, and you can set attributes. I don't remember how you do it. I'm gonna have to research it again. But attributes, that's the word that you need to look up if you want to do something like that. And then you just hold it or put it on your armor slot if it's a piece of armor, and it'll give you those attributes. See, I don't have enough now. Oh. Did I move that? So from there to there. I actually want to change that. Okay. This is position 4. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay. And let's give myself some more, so I don't have to do that again. So, catalyst, that's the only one I needed. Oh. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, I need to modify that too. Let's start the interlude so I can tick down. That's fine, I got a couple minutes left. I might end up streaming tomorrow. Yeah, I think around midday for me is probably a good time. If you had to actually leave, then I might be here.
When you get back, maybe not. But either way, thanks for stopping by. That's cool. What number was that? So I'm at 7. So it'd be 6, 5. It is 8:16 for me. So you actually live on the coast. I'm what's it called? Time zone in. Oh yeah, this needs to be moved. Oh, just that needs to be changed. That's in the previous one. 7. Not 7. 6. Nine. That looks good. Wait. So that's how the gameplay is going to be, but it's going to be a lot more interesting, I'd say, when you actually have a team and you're making decisions and running through it. And I do want to host a tournament. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, now it's not actually interfering with the prism itself. So I'm gonna reset this, then save another backup because I changed the catalyst. I think it was. Yeah, the catalyst and some bridge pieces. Actually, I'm gonna leave that because it gets reset anyway. I made it like that. Okay, one more backup. I do have a Discord. I will give you a link. That's an invite link for the Discord channel that I have, the group. And I have, yeah, there's a link to some of my maps on there too. Yes. Okay, anyway, back to backup. Okay. Message. Sweet. So I switched to the end of stream scene in Streamlabs OBS, and it's supposed to show credits. I don't know how to set it up. I think I got something wrong. And so like we'll scroll if I got any donations, or I think followers show up. But yeah, explore that Discord. There's some cool stuff that we've done. But yeah, other than that, thanks for stopping by. That's really cool. Come back, I guess tomorrow? Depends on, yeah. The screen is, it's supposed to be running a loop of credits, but, and I like using it, or getting into the habit of using it, even though it doesn't quite work. I haven't figured out how the credits thing is supposed to work. I think I can run a test, and you'll see how it's supposed to look at least. Refresh. No? That's okay. There's not a whole lot of participants in that Discord, and so it's close enough that I got you. But yeah, I gotta get home. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Ask me that when you show up next time, actually. That's a long story. See you later. Ooh, maybe I can start a raid. Yeah, let's do that. So I can actually go to my creator dashboard and send you over to someone else. Hold on a second. Ooh. I'm going to send you over to DGR. Oh yeah. This is cool. I've never done this before.
We both know there are Nazis here in America.
We would bring God's justice to them.
How did Nazis get into the States?
They were brought here.
This is the greatest mass conspiracy in our nation's history.
This is